Welcome back to another Professional Picks college basketball video. We got unranked Maryland heading to number 21 Villanova. Now 2-3 on the season. A little bit of a skid, but still very early on. I know I was overhyping Michigan State a little bit, so I'll take whatever's coming with that pick. But Kansas at +5 was definitely a silver lining. Let's get into the preview. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Know the YouTube picks have been lacking a little bit, but we've had consistent success over the last 2 seasons, and the picks being posted to Twitter have also been very consistent. But let's get right into our our only game. Number 21 Villanova sitting at 2-1 at home against unranked Maryland, who's now 1-2. Early Northeast battle. Both teams play very slow tempos and considered undersized. Don't think you'll see a starter over 6'9", so not much of a style mismatch. Definitely going to see two teams kind of just battling out in the paint and on the glass, but I think talent's going to really come to play in this one more so than athleticism or anything else. Villanova sitting as the 6-point favorite. They are the team with the winning record and the ranked team at home. But they're headlined by fifth-year player Justin Moore. He was a starter, one healthy for the team that made the Final Four a couple of years ago. And he's looking fully recovered after missing the start of last year with an Achilles injury. Through 3 games, averaging career high 18.7 points, also on a career high field goal percentage, 44.4%. Pretty solid for a guy who takes a lot of shots on the perimeter, but can score from everywhere and really going to be the leader and probably have the ball in his hands if this one gets close at all. Maryland, they're also led by their fifth-year player, Dante Scott. I have listed there as their X factor. Not the highest scorer, but very versatile on defense. Can also shoot threes despite not being like a heavy scorer or shooter from the perimeter or from the wing position. And he's also been the heart of this team. Hasn't made that offensive jump, but he's now in his 5th year and has played solid minutes for Maryland all 5 seasons. Could have gone with Julian Reese, but for a big player who plays old school basketball, doesn't take a lot of threes, I think you'll pretty much know what you'll get from him. And then, honestly, Jameer Young could easily be the X factor. He's another senior. He's going to be relied on heavily to lead this young backcourt. And that's kind of my worry about this Maryland team. Although this seems like a bigger spread, I'm having a hard time backing Maryland in this matchup. Like I mentioned, 2 losses already, but they were on neutral sites to mid-major teams. Can make an argument that that Davidson one was in North Carolina, but for example, Angelo Brizzi didn't get enough minutes at Nova last year, transferred to Davidson, now starts for them, and he was on that team that just beat Maryland last week. Not saying that's the reason you take Villanova in this one, but I just think for 2 teams that are evenly matched size-wise, style of play, talent's going to come. Talent's just going to show a little bit more for 2 teams that want to play similar style basketball, and I think that talent's going to be the biggest difference in this one. This is a true road game for Maryland now. They haven't looked good on the neutral sites, and even though they start those 3 seniors, pretty much the entire rest of the rotation hasn't played meaningful minutes yet. Sean Harris, the freshman, highly rated recruit, but not top 10. Don't think he'll take over this matchup. Definitely has the ability to, but hasn't showed that yet from the offensive end. And then the other Maryland players, you don't exactly know what you're going to get from them. One worry with Nova is they do have a lot of transfers playing more minutes, but at the same time, these guys are all seniors. You got Tyler Burton from Richmond, a team that's made the tournament, been very consistent scorer and rebounder for them there. And then as well as a guy like TJ Bamba, coming from Washington State, bigger player, bigger guard that is. Think he could kind of expose some of the younger experience on this Maryland team. And then even Lance Ware, 6'11", center coming from Kentucky, Doesn't seem to have a huge role in this team at the moment, but for a team that's pretty undersized, you never know when Kyle Neptune's just going to go out there and start giving him some more minutes. So the play for me here is Villanova -6. And if you need any more indication than that, they also have Hakeem Hart, who just transferred from Maryland, was a starter there, averaged double figures, and now he's sixth man for the Wildcats. I just think they have way too much talent to lose this game. Maryland is good defensively. This will be the best offensive team they'll play so far on the season, though, and I just don't think they have enough shooters for pretty much all the reasons mentioned. Jameer Young shoot the ball pretty well, but also isn't the most reliable senior. Has over 3 turnovers per game on the season already, and this is going to be an absolutely tough matchup. So 1 unit -6 Villanova. That's the play. That's it for this video. Stay tuned for some potential bets coming on Twitter, but I wish everyone good luck this weekend, and thank you for watching.